Well, it's official. They're back. They're officially back. They're back. They're back. I can't stress that enough. They are, say it with me, back. Tyler Mroz, Heat Ratio Sports, Phillies postgame show. A 13-3 victory. This wasn't the Eagles beating the Commanders. This was the Phillies beating the Nationals. 13-3. Phillies gotten 30 hits in their last 2 games. Say it with me one more time. They're back. They are absolutely back. Players of the game. We're going to talk about a special someone. Someone who hit for the cycle. Not Bryce Harper. Not Alec Boehm. Not Nick Castellanos. Not Kyle Schwarber. Weston Wilson. Started in left field tonight. 4 for 5. Gets a home run. Gets a single. Gets a double. Gets a triple. He's the 10th Philly to ever hit for the cycle. Weston Wilson. Unbelievable game. Just an unbelievable game. One of the best single game performances from a Phillies player this season. Also, shout out to Trey Turner. He went 3 for 5. He had 2 RBIs. He looked like himself tonight. Did not look uncomfortable. Wasn't swinging at stupid pitches. He looked awesome. The whole team looked awesome, but especially Weston Wilson. Weston Wilson raises some questions now. Does he get playing time over Brandon Marsh? Brandon Marsh has had over a 40% strikeout rate since June. So Weston Wilson comes in. He's batting probably over 300 now after that 4-hit performance. Do you start Weston Wilson over Brandon Marsh? Better question, do you start Weston Wilson over Austin Hayes? The guy the Phillies just traded for at the trade deadline, the guy who's on the injured list right now. Do you even consider that when he comes back? Got my mother checking in. Harry Cow singing high hopes. Yes, he is. And I feel like there's high hopes for this team to actually be in contention once again. Weston Wilson, man. So let me know what you think. Do the Phillies consider starting Weston Wilson in left field over Brandon Marsh, over Austin Hayes? Do they have him at second base? Does Bryson Stott, if he keeps struggling, does Weston Wilson become that platoon guy over Edmundo Sosa? So let me know what everybody thinks about the future of Weston Wilson. Was that the best one of the year? I mean, I feel like that's the most exciting game I've watched from the Phillies in a very, very long time. The losing streak, even the games during the West Coast trip, didn't feel like Phillies wins. They didn't feel like 2024 Phillies wins. This win felt like it was. Got Drew checking in, maybe for a few games over Marsh, not for long. I agree. I think this is also better for Marsh because I think he plays better when there's competition. You know, when he's safe, he's fine. But when he's going up, like when Austin Hayes was traded to the team, he stepped it up and he was playing a lot better. Then once Austin Hayes went down, surprisingly enough, he also started to go back to where he was before. So hopefully the emergence of Weston Wilson can push Brandon Marsh to be the Brandon Marsh we know he can be. Let's review keys to the game. Said don't underestimate the Nationals. Well, the Phillies just dropped 13 runs on them, so I don't think they underestimated them. They came out swinging. Alec Boehm hit a 3-run home run in the first inning. They had 9 guys come to the plate in the first. They had 11 guys come to the plate in, I believe it was the 4th inning. So yeah, they definitely did not underestimate the Nationals. Who talk about their center fielder? Who was their center field? It wasn't James Wood. It was Jacob Young. I knew it was something with a J. Credit to my mom. She said this exact line. So he can make, and Ruben Amaro Jr. actually stole this line from her like a couple seconds after. So he makes this incredible catch in center field, and then he just drops a routine pop fly like 5 minutes later. It really didn't make much sense. Nationals had a couple of errors tonight, but Phillies just obliterated them. It was never even close. So wheels up. Zach Wheeler, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 6 strikeouts. He was cooking tonight. He definitely looked more comfortable. He looked like the Zach Wheeler we all know and love. Just like the rest of the Phillies, they look like the Phillies we all know and love. You have to out hit the Nationals. That was the other key. Nationals were 40-8 when they out-hit their opponents. Did not out-hit the Phillies today. Phillies out-hit them 15-7. When I made this, the Phillies might have gotten more hits. Yeah, let's change this real quick. Not 15-7. But wait for it. Wait for it. 17-7. 17 hits to 7. The Nationals are a team, like I said, they're 40-8 when they out-hit you. Not tonight. Phillies did not even give them a chance. Got Uncle Drew sitting. Turner seems to work. Yeah, it really did. And I mentioned in the pregame show, I wasn't really sure about. I was like, Trey Turner's been really struggling lately. He's been one of the worst hitters in the league since the All-Star game. But having him in the 2 slot, having him have that night off yesterday definitely proved to be a good move. So good on Rob Thompson. Got Adam checking in too. Great win. Weston Wilson, second ever cycle in Citizens Bank Park. What a performance from Weston Wilson, man. Adam, I got to ask you, I don't know if you were watching from the start. Do you think he's going to get playing time over Brandon Marsh and even Austin Hayes if he keeps this up? So you got to let me know what you think. I'm very curious as to what your thoughts are. Alec Boehm extended his on base streak. It's 32 games. That's over a month, peeps. That's really, really good. If you're not good with numbers, that is very, very good. Still leads the league. He's been leading the league for a while now. Had it in the first, extended it in the first inning with that 3-run bomb. No doubt about it. Philly set the momentum from the start. I always say strike early, strike often. And that's what they did. 4 runs in one inning, 5 in another. Just strike early, strike often. It works. Now, we almost got a triple play. Weston Wilson hit for the cycle. Well, we almost did with the triple play too. So let's check out how we did. Adam says if he keeps it up, he will get playing time. I agree. I think he's too good right now to not play. I'm one of those guys where go where the hot hand is. So if someone is doing better than a starter, if a bench guy's doing better than the starter, I'm all for playing him. So yeah, I definitely do think if he keeps it up, I agree with you. He will get some playing time. So the triple play. We almost hit it. We were a Zach Wheeler strikeout away from getting a triple play tonight. 6 strikeouts. He only pitched 6 innings. He had 90 pitches. Oh, it's brutal. He had 2 strikes. We were 1 strike away. He had 2 outs, 2 strikes. Just couldn't get it. But it's okay because Nick Castellanos had a home run in the first inning. Went back-to-back with Alec Boehm. So he got that in the very first inning, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. He got a hit. He got a run. He got an RBI. So we couldn't have gotten away with 3. Could have even gotten away with 4 because he got another hit later in the game, plus 115. And then Phillies, plus 1.5. I think they got that. I think they beat them by more than 1.5. So 2 for 3 tonight. And these bets have been hitting. The streak is still going. We've yet to hit all of them, 3 for 3. It's okay, though. We're hitting 2 for 3. That's over 500. So you're doubling your money. So you got to keep up with the HRS triple plays. Adam says, game started out crazy. And I was like, it was wild. From the get-go, you know how crazy this crowd can get. If the game starts off with a bang, especially on the Phillies, they will be rowdy the whole night. And I feel like the vibes, we talk about vibes a lot with this team. The vibes were high, and you could see it. They were laughing in the dugout. They're giggling. They're doing the stuff that they used to do when they were on the tear that they were on in the first half of the year. And I think the crowd is a huge part of that. I believe that was their 40th home win of the year. But the Phillies play so much better at home, and the crowd is just adds another element. It's August. It's sold out on what's tonight? Thursday. It's sold out on a Thursday night against the Nationals, team that's over 10 games under 500. And the stadium is still nearly sold out. Shout out to the commentators, too. They were in the booth. They were very entertaining. John Kruk he never fails to make me laugh. But we went 2 for 3. Zach Wheeler, 1 strike away. It's a shame. Almost got it. Again, use code HEAT. You get 50% off at Win Daily. It's the best bets. We went 2 for 3 tonight. We hit 1 last night. So definitely want to keep up with that. Adam says the announcers should sit in stands more often. They play good when they do. They really do. Last season, Trey Turner hit the walk-off against the Giants, and now this year they blew up against the Nationals. So I definitely do think that they should do that, especially wouldn't it be cool if they did it in the playoffs too? They had like a locally aired game and they have the announcers just sitting I don't know how close, but just have the announcers somewhere and have them tailgate and call the game from there if that's even possible. I don't know. Just an idea, just throwing that out there. But yeah, I definitely think it should be like a once in the first half, once in the second half, because I really enjoy these games. They do a great job with the guests they bring on. Like tonight, they had Austin Hayes, they had Adem Bona. So yeah, definitely very, very cool. Yeah, playoff games too. That would be awesome because you hear Tom McCarthy the whole year, and then you have to hear some of these national guys. They can be biased against the Phillies. So kind of a painful listen for some people, depending on who it is. So I definitely think you have to expand Tom McCarthy, John Kruk, even Ruben Amaro Jr. to get on a broadcast somehow, even if it's a locally stream, like it's on PHLY. So yeah, I think that would be a great idea. I think that would be pretty awesome to do, if you ask me. Bonus bet Eagles over 17.5 points. I don't believe we're going to get that. Last time I checked, it was 10-6. It's 13-6 in the fourth quarter. So I don't believe we're going to get that. Kenny Pickett, 11 for 13. I did not watch the game. I was watching the Phillies game, but heard how poorly Kenny Pickett has played so far, but I haven't watched either preseason game. I was at a concert last Friday, and now today I was watching the Phillies game. So, Kenny, in your opinion, for my Eagles fans out there, who is the lead to be the backup? Is it Kenny Pickett or is it Tanner McKee? Because Tanner McKee is a dog. I'm a big believer in him. I've been a big believer in him since last year. So let me know. Do you think it should be Kenny Pickett or Tanner McKee? You let me know. Adam says Pickett not so good. McKee's not too good either. Yeah, I think McKee's decent. I mean, for a backup, I think he's a good backup. He kind of reminds me of who was it? He kind of reminds me a little bit like Gardner Minshew. He's not like the perfect fit to be the quarterback in the system, but he's a decent backup. You can come and do your job. Yeah, I did not like the Kenny Pickett trade. I would have rather gotten a veteran quarterback. I know you can't get Nick Foles. He retired. I didn't want him either. He just doesn't fit. I would have liked someone like Tyrod Taylor, but I mean, he's getting good money from the Jets right now, just in case Aaron Rodgers goes down. Mariota, I thought was the perfect fit, but he's just regressed so much. So Tanner McKee, yeah, got him. Yeah, Tanner, baby. Bring me. Yeah, I can't wait for this season. It's definitely going to be an exciting season, and hopefully they play like they did in the first 11 games and not the last 6 games, because that was brutal. That was horrible to watch. So hopefully by the time they're playing in October, the Phillies are still playing too, even in November. Let's hope they are too. Mentioned this earlier, Mets lost. They've lost 5 of the last 6. So the Phillies gain a game on both teams. Braves lost to the Giants today. They did win the series, but they still lost. That's pretty big. So now the Phillies gain a game on both. Mets playing the Marlins this weekend. Braves going to LA to play the Angels. Shout out to David if you're watching. You get the Braves this weekend. We're rooting for the Angels. Tomorrow, Patrick Corbin. Phillies almost signed him. Thank God they didn't. They signed Bryce Harper instead. Patrick Corbin, 2-12. 5.98 ERA. This is a guy that's one of the highest paid pitchers, I think, in the league. I just can't believe he's been so poor for the Nationals. Aaron Nola, 11-6, 3.60. Wrong one. It's Nola day tomorrow. No pre or post game. Sorry, I got a wedding. There might be a post game. Tony said I could just go have fun. So we'll see. If it's later on, I might be able to. I love doing these. So it's not like I'm like, oh, thank God I get to do no post game, no pre. I love doing this. I really love doing it. I love making the thumbnail. I love making all the little banners. I love doing it all. So hopefully I'll be here for post game, but definitely no pregame tomorrow, because by the time the wedding starts, it's too early. Lineups won't even be out by then. So there's not really many talking points. Won't know if Weston Wilson will be playing in the lineup tomorrow. I mean, he has to be, right? There's no way. There's no way that after hitting for the cycle tonight, that you cannot play them tomorrow. I don't know what you do. Do you give Schwarber the day off? Do you put him at second and give Stott the day off? It is Patrick Corbin. Patrick Corbin, another lefty. So I don't think Bryson Stott will play. I think they'll probably get Martian left, Wilson at second. That's my prediction. So yeah, no post game tomorrow. Sorry. No pre. Definitely no pre. We'll see about post game. Adam, you think Pickett might get traded? I could see it. Howie Roseman has done this before with the Vikings. Vikings had Teddy Bridgewater in 2016. Sam Bradford was supposed to be the Eagles starter, and Teddy Bridgewater goes down, tears his ACL. Howie Roseman trades him for a first-round pick. Now, I don't think he's going to get that. It's Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman is like Jordan Belford selling in The Wolf of Wall Street. So who knows? He can get maybe a third. I think the Phillies got like a conditional. Phillies. My goodness. I think the Eagles traded a fourth for him. I would prefer Tanner McKee. I don't want Kenny Pickett on this team. I never wanted Kenny Pickett on the Eagles. I just don't think he's that good. And I could see the Vikings doing it, but I think they're happy with Sam Darnold. Maybe if during the season Sam Darnold gets off to a slow start, maybe they trade for Kenny Pickett. If maybe they trade for Jacoby Brissett, not right now because Jacoby Brissett is the starter for the Patriots. Drake May's the backup. But if they're losing games and they want to get Drake May in there, maybe the Patriots trade Jacoby Brissett to the Vikings if the Vikings are trying to compete. Or they could just stick with Sam Darnold. They could tank for the rest of the year. And who's the quarterbacks coming out this year? Quinn Ewers, Shedeur Sanders. So not the greatest quarterback class to tank for, but Vikings really don't have many. I mean, they have JJ McCarthy back next year, so they're not going to really tank for a quarterback. So I don't think they're going to trade for Kenny Pickett just yet. I could see them trading for Brissett if they are competitive and Darnold is not the best. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate you. You comment every show. I appreciate it so much. Keeps the show going, keeps my brain going. Allows me to talk about some new things. Like it's the Phillies postgame show. We're talking about the Eagles. So I appreciate you, man. Excited to put in some more work here at Eat Ratio Sports. I love doing all this. It's so fun. And this is just the beginning. It's really exciting to think that this is only the start. Like this is nothing compared to what's coming soon. Getting more people in the team. Tony's going live tonight at 10:30 with A2D Radio on Facebook. So make sure you check that out. I'm definitely going to be watching. I'll be commenting. So definitely want to tune into that. That's going to be a fun show. A2D is always a fun listen. And so is Tony. You guys know Tony is one of the best people to listen to. So two great people combined. Boom. 10:30 on Facebook. No pregame. Maybe there's a postgame. I'll let you guys know. So appreciate everyone watching. Let's see. Hope you can make it Pike's Spot. Yeah, I might be able to make it on Tuesday. I see what I got going on. I'm going to try and make it. It does look really fun. I watched the live stream, so I hope so. I hope I can make it there. Good night, Drew. Love you, man. We'll see you soon. We'll get together soon. Maybe you can join me for an episode. Maybe. We'll see. So no pregame. Postgame would be 10 minutes after the final out. Maybe immediately after if it's a game like tonight. So appreciate everyone for tuning in. Appreciate everyone for commenting. Love you all. Have a good night, everybody. Stay fresh, my friends. Wait for it. There we go. I don't know what's happening. These things are glitching recently. So there we go. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay fresh.